Hey guys, how you going? Hey guys, are you worried about 5G or EMFs? Well, I'd like to introduce you to the sponsor of this video. It's a business who supports the truth. It's EMF harmonized and they sell EMF protection technology. It's like Tesla technology. The technology filters out the harmful RF radio frequency waves and has been scientifically proven to do so. As we use our computers, phones and tablets, the EMFs damage our DNA. In other words, consider getting some EMF protection from the link below, as you'll protect yourself, you'll help the growth of my channel, and you'll help fellow truth supporting businesses. And just so you can see the products for yourself, this is the products. And it gives you, even the website will give you a lot of information. So if you'd like to check it out, the link will be down below. Thanks so much, guys. I appreciate your support. Hey guys, before I start, I'd like to thank Arlene and David, 2 new Patreons. And I'd also like to thank Sherilee and Art as well. Thank you so much, guys. I've got 2 new Patreons, and thank you to the PayPals as well. And thank you to all that just watch. Now, yesterday I was mentioning, because I've mentioned these people before and people sort of thought I was being nasty, I'm not. I am trying to help people to find out who's real and who's not. So the last time I mentioned these people, I didn't get called nasty yesterday, but the last time I mentioned these people, some people thought I was just trying to turn on the truth movement, and I'm not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play something for you, and I'll put the link to this channel down below, and it's about the 2 Charlies. Okay, listen to this.
Any friends, especially new friends, but if you hang around to the end, you'll probably get some good news. Before I get to that, I want to wrap up some outstanding items from our last video in the 2 Chucks. For the one in Spain, all you have to do is research his cryptocurrency, foreign currency, and metals connection, and also his partners. I think that'll give you the answer that you're looking for if you're still on the fence about him. Now, the other Chuck, he did a video a few weeks ago regarding, I think, Africa, and in that video he said he doesn't know who we are, doesn't know who I am, or doesn't know who the white hats are. Well, then my question to him is, why do you have so many of your followers in our Discord taking information out to give to you to spin and then put out as your own?
I didn't even know who this paladin character was.
You know, we've been doing our reports 10 years. However, we do hope he's doing okay down there in Mexico, as in that Africa video he did about a month ago, it seems like the unit might be malfunctioning.
And my name is Charlie Freak. Here's why. Char is to burn to a crisp. And what am I burning to a crisp? Lie. Char lie. Char lie. Char lie is burning lies to a crisp. That's what I do. That's why we have literally been attacked here at our home in Mexico.
This video will be a fact check on him and others who
Did you see that? This person here is malfunctioning. Now, I haven't really heard of these people either, but it is the White Hat Media Group, so it's up to you to take what you will from this, and you can go and watch the whole video. I'm not going to play the whole thing, obviously. I don't like taking away from other channels. I might show a little clip, but I'm not going to take anything from another channel and play it as my own. So, yeah, I just wanted to let you know about the 2 C's. because I've had a funny fear and people keep recommending them to me, and I do appreciate you trying to help, but these people here I do not trust. Okay, so I'll leave it there with that one. And also, normally I don't like to out people because other than like Sean Atwood's very obvious one, but now these other ones are becoming more and more obvious too. So if you do listen to them, I'll just say be very careful. I won't say not to listen to them. I'll just say be very careful. Okay, now over to the bookmarks. Hang on, what was that? From Dr. Russell McGregor, the International Office of Dominion is located in Chinatown, Toronto. The Tides Foundation, a globalist think tank, Soros-sponsored charity, is located on the same building, in the same building as Dominion. Dominion is Suite 200, 215 Spadina Avenue. Tides Foundation is Suite 360 at 215 Spadina Avenue. And this from Julian's Rum. The military will distribute the vaccine within 24 hours approval from the FDA. Double meanings exist. So this probably, it won't mean what you think it does. It won't be mandatory. And I don't think it's going to be like a needle vaccine. See, that's what happens every time if I don't bookmark things, they're gone. So let's go to my bookmarks. And I wanted to show you this. Without the sound, I wanted to show you, watch this man here. What is going on here? Because you'll see what I mean very shortly. Just keep watching this guy. Because something really strange, it's all starting to glitch out now. The people and the internet. But watch this guy, watch him. There you go. Where'd he go? Oh, now he's green. He's an alien. I thought that was funny, so I just thought I'd show you that one. Because things are, look, these people are going to bring themselves undone. People, not these people. People like the last person I just showed you. And it's going to become very obvious. And it's the same with Prince Atwood. He has gotten so obvious now that if you still watch him, I really feel sorry for you. But you'll learn. Like, that's what I mean by letting people learn the hard way. If they want to keep watching these people, they go and watch these people and they're going to learn the hard way. But anyway, Candace Owens, they're using COVID to crash Western economies and implement communist policies. That's what's going on. Because Elon Musk put a strange tweet out as well. Something extremely bogus is going on. Was tested for COVID 4 times today. 2 tests came back negative and 2 came back positive. Same machine, same test, same nurse. Rapid antigen test from BD. Oh, where'd it go? There we are. And this from Australian Homeschool. Turnbull and the left push climate change alarmism again. Last summer we fought slanted and bogus news reports that tried to pin all our problems with bushfires on climate change. Arsonists were a big deal, so was forest debris build-up, and Green's policies stopping good forest management. Yes, exactly. And this one from Loaded with Truth. I will always stand for a fair process in America. What has happened, however, to real Donald Trump over the last 4 years is so much against what America stands for, it should make every American sick. Democrats should be ashamed, the media should be ashamed, but they have no shame. And this one from John. At what point does the Biden crime spree, otherwise known as his campaign, become a criminal matter? There was no campaigning, daily lids, no questions, only the bare minimum to keep up appearances. I'm not a lawyer. To my mind, Biden and the Dems did not run a candidate at all, since they never intended to run an honest campaign, and their entire focus was on stealing and manipulating. I honestly feel that Donald Trump ran unopposed in this election and is the clear winner for many reasons. There was only one person campaigning this election for president. The other person planned a crime. There are laws that prevent criminals from profiting off their crimes. Serial killers can't write books and keep the money, for example. I was close enough to these people to lay out their criminal plans months ago. And then they go on to another thread from themselves. I'm not psychic. I can move around their sphere of influence for many reasons, which will be out soon. So I knew what they were planning, and it was entirely criminal. One person works hard, saves money, invests and becomes wealthy. Another person robs a bank, hurting businesses and people, invests that money and becomes wealthy. Should they benefit from their entirely criminal scheme? That's what Biden is doing, with the constant help of the MSM and social media. Now he's trying to legitimise his stolen position by speaking to world leaders after personally prosecuting General Flynn for the same thing, an imagined Logan Act violation. The thief who robbed the bank, invested and got rich, is now trying to donate money and look good to cover his original crime. There was no legitimate and legal campaign from the Democrats and Biden. They filed all their paperwork to run for president in every state under false pretenses. The constant media questions to Donald Trump about accepting the results and will you leave the White House clearly demonstrate this setup and their involvement. There must be something in the paperwork they filed to run in every state about illegal activity and intention, something. If someone goes over that paperwork, someone with much better legal mind than I have, I believe they can find a legal reason why Joe Biden should be removed from the ballot in every state, or at least in those states where fraud is known and proven. Meaning Donald Trump ran unopposed in those states. There is no contest, and they must be awarded to him. And that was a very interesting thread, that one. Oh, the birds. We got the birds. From Enoch, there's a plan, and from what I've seen the last 3 years is proof that when you think we are down and out, we are wrong. Hold the line. MSM is trying to break you down. Don't let them. News about Trump lawsuits being dropped are overhyped to make you think it's over. It's not. And then this one from Ron. Yeah, you can read that. People who've been following the board the whole time know who this person is. And people that have recently joined us may not know who this person is. Well, this person was helping us with the board from the beginning. Okay, did you know Google Inc. was a contributor to the latest US government election results common data format specification? Also, Prometheus Computing, Democracy Fund, the Turnout, NIST, and the Wisconsin Election Commissions. It seems election votes are tallied, then scored as a double in JSON, can include a factional SIC component in special cases. So they just double it. If it's proven that Dominion uses this standard in their machines, then that is proof that votes are stored ultimately as double-length floating point numbers. Don't ask me what that means. He's very technical. That's why he was helping us with the board. Okay, and then from N1 Nasty One, I understand most of it. The machines, it's all the machines, and they're doubling up on some votes, obviously. Also seems like they're deleting our side's votes. Okay, from N1 Nasty One, there are frequencies that harm and frequencies that heal. Pipe organs was designed to heal. Why do you think so many people gathered in their masses for mass every Sunday? Dr. Royal Rife was curing cancers and viruses with frequencies in the 1930s. And there was a wine glass analogy. The results Dr. Rife reported are not unlike the wine glass, which will shatter when an opera singer sings a high note or the right note at the right enough frequency. The end to all diseases. The work of Dr. Royal Rife was not going unnoticed. In November of 1931, the San Diego Evening Tribune reported that Dr. Milbank Johnson, director of the Southern California American Medical Association, honoured Dr. Rife at a banquet held at his own estate in Pasadena, California. 44 of the US most respected doctors from around the country attended. The banquet was fittingly called the End to All Diseases. Can the Rife machine cure cancer? In 1934, an experiment was reportedly conducted that did show the Rife machine cured cancer. It's commonly reported that a special medical research committee was formed at the University of Southern California. The committee consisted of medical doctors and pathologists. It is reported that they brought 16 terminally ill cancer patients who were near death from the Pasadena County Hospital to the laboratory of Dr. Rife to be treated with the Rife frequency generator. The plan was for the patients to be examined in 90 days if they were still alive. Reports are after the 90 days the patients were examined and 14 of them were declared cured. The other 2 stayed at the laboratory, their treatments were intensified. 4 weeks later, those 2 were also declared cured. What happened? If this is true, why aren't doctors today using Rife machine for cancer and other diseases? What you're about to read may seem unbelievable, but books by Barry Lines and numerous websites have reported this information. We are repeating it here for you. According to reports, by 1939, almost all of the 40 doctors attending the banquet to honour Raymond Rife were denying they had ever met him. Allegations are that drug companies are bent on stifling the Rife technologies, waged war and won. I don't know how I just read that, but I did. Wow. That's interesting. And he continues on, frequencies are the building blocks of life. Sonoluminescence, star in a jar. And I'll let you go and I'll put all the links down below. As I said, I'll let you go and watch all these videos. Sound and vibrations, somatics, science versus music, Nigel Stanford. And then this. Thread reader app, okay. Just see if there's any more to it, because there might be. Okay, he's put all that in there. Okay, that was it. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm still learning what the thread reader app and everything is. And then Megan Rizzo says vibrating or frequencies can be matched to a target is capable of completely destroying it. Tesla leveled a building experimenting with this. It has worked with cancer, you just need to know the right frequencies. So, we do have things that can cure, and they will be coming out. We just have to wait until this is over. And on to the next one. Lara Croft Warrior says, wow, because predictive programming from The Simpsons, a lot of us already know all this. The Simpsons predicted Dominion voting machines. What The Simpsons are actually doing is, when you know what the Freemason code and the elite code is, they have to tell you they're going to do something before they do it. And in The Simpsons haven't really predicted anything. What they have been doing is predicting what they're going to do, telling you what they're going to do before they do it. And that's why, in the one with Donald Trump, in the episode with Donald Trump, that they assassinated him, because that's what they were trying to do. So this is not like amazing or anything. It's pretty much they're telling you what they're going to do before they do it. This one from Peace Train Australia. See something, say something. Who is Fiona Patton? I read about her before. She's got a lot of links. Euthanasia, pro-choice abortions, keeping the dark web intact, Australian Sex Party Victoria, now the Reason Party. Please do not go for this party. This lady is evil. She is connected to the highest corruption there is, including Podesta. And I read that in one of my previous videos. A lot of people are dunking on this tweet for good reason, but it touches on something that our culture isn't very good at dealing with. Honesty. Now just hear me out. I know a lot of people are going to have different opinions on this one. Okay, from Heather O'Neill. Hey Heather, how you going? Another one. If you have sex with someone knowing full well it's going to be a one-time thing, but the other person believes they are embarking on a relationship, I don't think you can really consider this sex consensual, although this opinion gets me into trouble at dinner parties. Okay, I have just, my opinion is that we have been propagandized so much, and to a point brainwashed so much, that the world revolves around sex, when it shouldn't be that way. That's just my opinion. That's just how I feel. I used to be a person that believed all the progressive stuff, but since learning more about the truth, I've turned back and gone conservative, which also relates to this. There's a lot of things that have led us to where we are today with the way we think about sex. So let me know what you think down below. You might disagree with me, and that's fine, but I do think the world has become oversexed because of TV, music, movies, and even to an extent social media, and the internet, being that you can meet people and have a one-night fling. And because the way, it's funny, because even when I was a progressive person, like I was pretty liberal, I still didn't want this until I was going into a relationship. But there are times when people will lie to you and say, yes, they want a relationship, and you will never hear from them again. It's just a fact of life. If you let yourself go that way, that is going to happen. We've got to be more careful. And I honestly would go back to dating with a chaperone for young people. And that sounds really, what do you call it, prudish, but it's not. I just really believe that we have been conditioned, is a better word, conditioned, rather than brainwashed or propagandized or whatever, conditioned to accept a more open stance on it. But as I said again, put your comments down below. If you disagree with me, I don't mind, because I understand your way. I've thought that, I used to think that way myself. Okay, on with the next one. Corey Lynn from Corey's Digs. Special thanks to the New York Times for accidentally providing the data that will bring down Biden and crack the biggest vote fraud in history. From the Gateway Pundit. Special thanks to the New York Times for accidentally providing the data that will bring down Biden and crack the biggest vote fraud in history. On Tuesday, we published our report on the widespread election night theft of votes from President Trump to Joe Biden. We obtained an unaudited analysis of data available for all the states looking for system glitches and other oddities in vote counts related to the presidential race only. We were led to a site on the internet, the Donald.win, where someone who had seen our post decided to run analysis himself. The author obtained data that has been passed around that was reportedly captured by the New York Times on election night. By examining the data, the author was able to locate an instance where votes were switched from Trump to Biden, so he decided to perform an analysis on the entire data set, starting with the states where Dominion voting machines are used. The author also claims that the data is from Edison Research, and it is the same data that is used for election coverage by at least ABC News, CBS, CNN, and NBC. It's also used for the website of the New York Times and others as well. Based on this initial analysis from the New York Times, over 500,000 votes were identified that were switched from President Trump to Joe Biden. In addition to this, hundreds of thousands of Trump votes were also deleted. We now know there was tremendous fraud in the 2020 election. Joe Biden has zero support, and yet his vote count surpasses the greatest campaign in US history, led by President Donald Trump. We are supposed to believe Joe Biden defeated President Trump, and at the same time the Democrats lost seats in the US House, a governorship, and state legislatures? This is highly improbable, and thanks to New York Times, we now have information that will take down the Democrats and Joe Biden. Thank you, New York Times. And from Rising Serpent, your daily reminder that a UPS whistleblower has faced more media scrutiny than Hunter Biden. And those laptops. Okay, from Ron again, found a vendor user guide with images showing how the Dominion 55 central tabulating software works and transmits results from your ballot to the county. Do you trust your election workers to copy, paste and files and folders to USB without tampering? I wouldn't. And is that what 55 meant? Dominion 55. Just looking. Are your election workers being monitored during this process? If so, who is watching them take data from the tabulator machine, copying it onto a flash drive and delivering it to the county office? Is a proper chain of custody maintained? That's very interesting. From JB, and not Biden, Dominion software exposure is twofold. Expose rigging of US election, expose CIA rigging of foreign elections. Same tools. And this one from Kimberly Strassel. My latest, the fix was in long before any of the vote counters got started. Have a look. And I'll just make that bigger for us to see. Okay. Pelosi's top priority was remaking the electoral system. The virus gave her a boost. Oh, I've got to subscribe. Okay. Sorry guys, I'll let you, if you want to subscribe to that, you can go and read that. Okay, and from Andrew J. Fellon. Great journalism and a really important piece if you want to get your head around Z's head. Spoiler alert, it's not just Australia he's peed off with. And that's that. I'm pretty sure you have to sign up. Or do you? No? Oh, yep, you do. And they're from the Wall Street Journal. One day I'll sign up to them. As long as I just can't afford to join if they're asking for money to sign up. Okay, guys, and I missed a board post yesterday just saying Durham. So something's about to drop. Be ready for it anytime now. We're waiting. It could have already dropped and I've just missed it. But we'll see how we go. And no matter what happens, guys, stay calm and stay with us because I can see this unfolding exactly the way the board said it would. Exactly. And I don't think we've got nothing to worry about. Okay, guys, I hope you have a good one, and I'll be back tomorrow with another video. I've got a few busy days ahead of me, so it's going to be like not the same time every day. It'll be different times, so it might seem like in the US it's going to be like the next day, in the UK as well. Yeah, because I'm going from morning to night here, and from morning to night here is from night to morning over there. If you get what I mean. Anyway, okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Have a good one, and I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.